Hey y'all, welcome back. It is me, BrittReacts, and today we're going to react to a clip from the Joe Rogan podcast. It is entitled, How the No Kings Protests Are Manufactured to Look Organic. Okay. Here goes nothing.
The Joe Rogan experience.
You know, I'm one of the people that has gone along to a lot of protests. There's a lot of wild people there.
Oh, yeah, you've done some great interviews at those protests. Yeah, it's just when they're confronted with a person who's actually asking them questions, it's remarkable how few people know why they're there. They don't know. Like, when you get into specifics, this guy did this thing today where he was talking with people at the No Kings Pro. I'm going to send it to you, Jamie, because it's you know, I mean, I understand why they responded the way they did, but it is absolutely fascinating to watch. Because it just shows you what, let me find this real quick. It just shows you how much these things that people get involved in aren't oh, this ain't it. Hold on. Shit, I hate when I do this.
Same.
I thought I saved it. I might not have saved it. Damn. Oh, I did
I
save
hate
it.
when that happens.
No, I might not have. I'm sorry.
This is
No,
so relatable.
I don't think I did. So anyway, this guy was he was interviewing people, and he was like, "Is this is about human rights?" And they're like, "Yeah." Like, are you guys like fully in supportive of human rights? See if you can find this guy. He's got a beard and long hair. And
Thanks, Joe.
they're like, "Yes, absolutely." He goes, "What about for fetuses in the womb?" And everybody walks away. Everybody was like,
Yeah.
that's unhuman, or that, I don't know. And he does it to everybody. And he looks like a hippie, you know? So he's like, so you guys are for sure for human rights? And like, oh yeah, human rights is why we're here. You believe in human rights for everyone? Yes. What about unborn babies? And you see this look on the...
This is an interesting take. I think that's probably overwhelmingly true, is that especially the younger generation who just want to be involved in the things of the world, and maybe they're not as educated about the entire subject, but they just want to be out, and they want to be on TikTok being out, and they want to stand for something, and they're not even really sure what that something is deep down inside. So yeah, I mean, it's not surprising to me. I've not really ever been, I don't know if I've voluntarily, I don't know. I've never, the protesting, I just like choose to use my voice or resources or energy toward other things. And that's not, no shade. My brother has protested quite a bit. He found himself really passionate during COVID in Atlanta, where there were a lot of just racially charged things happening, and to each his own. But I do think I agree that probably a chunk of these people aren't even really sure why they're there or what they stand for. Let me know your thoughts on that.
it's almost like everybody's under a spell.
Yeah.
Like some evil...
But they are under a spell.
Yes, this is the guy. Yeah, this
he
is
found him
This is
based off
Check
of a
this out.
beard and long hair.
This is wonderful. I love when people do things like this. Can you
People
refresh?
thought he was a hippie, so they thought he'd be
Yeah.
pro their stance. Is that what I'm understanding?
We're in favor of them.
For everybody?
Yes.
How about the unborn?
Ooh.
Support human rights
Yes, of course.
for everybody?
Yes, of course.
Even people in the womb?
Well, it all depends on if they're actually a baby or not.
Science says they are.
Well, it depends on what science you're talking about.
96% of all biologists, according to the NIH. Thoughts on human rights?
Wow, he hit her with a statistic. Joe, your description of this suspect would have not gotten him arrested. Long hair and a beard. I don't know if we call that a beard. It is long-ish hair, but like I would have said like it looks like a surfer dude, but okay. Yeah, this is interesting. All right. We're clearly at a No Kings protest. I'm going to be 100% transparent with y'all, and some of y'all might fry me up for this. I did not know what this was or what was going on. My in-laws were in town last weekend for my son's birthday, and my mother-in-law, I had said to her, she said she needed something. She wanted to get something. I'm like, so where do you want to go? Target, Walmart, yada yada. She goes, you didn't know we're like boycotting all these. She didn't mean we as in like her specific, like we specifically, but I think she meant like her as in like, I mean, sorry, she meant like we as in like all the people. I don't know. Doesn't matter. But she said, we're not, like we're not supposed to be going in those stores tomorrow. And I was like, the Target boycott's still going on. I've heard about that specific one with the DEI removal and all that stuff. And she was like, no King's Day. And I was like, I had no idea. Like, y'all know I do my best not to consume a lot of like news content if I just need to be in a positive space. But also I try to shield myself from hot topics or anything that I could genuinely react to for the first time here on the channel. And so I do avoid a lot so that when I do sit down and like come up with my content, I can react to something genuinely. But this was not intentional. I wasn't trying to dodge what this was. So anyway, that is how I learned about it. And then some of the moms at the birthday party were concerned because the party for my 2-year-old was in the city. And a lot of them are suburb families. And so they were concerned about coming into the city. If you don't know, I live around Buffalo. I think, in my opinion, the city of Buffalo, like the actual city, is absolutely liberal. Like there's always a Palestine flag. There's always a gay rights flag. There's always a trans advocate. And I have no problem with that. I'm just letting you know what I see around here a lot. But as I venture out into the suburbs and the towns surrounding Buffalo, it feels a lot more conservative. And so there feels like there's some bit of a clash in belief systems here. And so some of the moms were concerned about coming down here with just protests and young children. I had no idea these protests were happening. It was super peaceful in Buffalo. I didn't see anything going on. Anyway, but those were my introductions to what was going on. And obviously now I totally get the protest and, the implications that Trump is trying to change the democracy and become a king and all of the things. And I guess in turn, they started to talk about human rights because that is a big thing for the opposite side of Trump's administration, is that a lot of people feel like we're losing human rights and that, the right of abortion and women's bodies and women's rights and women's health are being threatened. When it comes to the unborn lives of children, though, it's interesting how this changes a little bit for them. So, I don't know. Interesting. Anywho, that was a lot.
I'm all
Sorry.
for them.
Just
Yeah, me
dumped on
too.
me.
Especially now, right? Yeah.
For everybody, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even the unborn?
An unborn what?
Unborn in the womb. Yeah, no rights for them. Thoughts on human rights?
That's what we're here for.
For everybody, right?
Yes.
Including the unborn?
No.
Everyone has autonomy to not be killed.
Do they not realize what they're saying? Do they not?
Stop taking rights away. Get out of here.
Nazi lives don't matter. It says on that guy's shirt. That's just screaming.
Yeah.
Nazi lives don't matter. Who's
Why
that
would
guy?
that
Give
make him
some
so
props.
upset?
What is the channel?
His name is John.
TheSurvivors.us. That's him. J.
Good work, man.
Rowell.
Yeah.
ROWL. He only has 704 followers. That's outrageous.
He's going to have a few more now. I
He'll
reckon.
have more now.
Yeah.
That was very fun. I mean, look.
I love when creators use their platform. That was so nice of him to put his. Let's go find his Instagram and see how many more followers he has. I think this episode came out a few days
J.
ago.
Good work, man.
Rowell.
Yeah.
ROWL. He only has 704 followers. That's outrageous.
I have my content phone. Yes, I have several phones. Shut your mouth. All right, let's see. Let's go find him. J_Rowell. Oh, that says Tay. Sorry. Wow, I can't type. J_Rowell. There he is. John. Yeah, somebody said John. He's up to 4,789, and he does have Joe.
Survivor.
on his page. Our viral video from the No Kings rally caught Joe Rogan's attention.
He was interviewing people, and he was like,
Human rights. What do you think about them?
Hey guys, just finished up doing some hour.
Oh, I gotta go through his page. Okay, sorry.
He's going to have a few more now.
He'll have more now. That was very fun. I mean, look.
That guy's nodding along. You can see he's like ready for the next yes. I think he's oh, no.
It's so weird. That's such a good trick. It's such a good trick, but it's so weird. It's so weird to watch. This like ideological boundary. Like, nope, no nuance there. No room for nuance.
And I don't remember if you played this when we were here last. I went to a pro-Palestine protest, and there was, there's a lot of people there. Some of them are interesting and make good points, but there was this group of 6 young kids, and I walked up to them, and they had the sign which says something socialist intifada, right? And I was like, I don't know what socialist intifada means. So I said, what does that mean? And he was like, sorry, if I'm being honest, I picked up the sign over there. And I went, do any of you know what intifada means? And none of them. An intifada is an armed uprising. That's what it means, right?
Yeah. What do you think like AI defines socialist intifada as?
Let's find out.
It depends what AI you ask, Joe.
Let's ask Perplexity. Perplexity is one of our sponsors. Let's see what socialist.
How smooth was that? He's good at plugging.
No, but I really want to know, like, what AI would say. Like, that sounds preposterous.
Yeah.
I want to know how AI would describe that.
Yeah, because sometimes ChatGPT is just, you ask them these questions and went, well, it depends who you are. Some people some people might say that it's an uprising, and others might see it as blah blah blah. And you're like, how does
Perplexity define it, Jamie? How do you define socialist intifada?
Intifada.
You see, we're in Britain. We know how to spell that word, mate.
That word doesn't get chucked around a lot out here.
Mate, every day we come out, it's the intifada. It's like, of course it is. You know what I mean? Like,
people hear about it on Twitter and they go, I don't know what they're talking about. They just scroll down.
Come to Britain, you'll find out, my friend.
Yeah.
What do we got?
Sounds like a car. He drives an intifada.
Here it is. Socialist intifada combines 2 distinct ideas, the Arabic concept of intifada, and the political ideology of socialism. So the meaning of intifada means shaking off or uprising in Arabic, and historically refers to popular resistance movements, particularly the Palestinian uprising against Israel occupation in 1987 and 2000. It denotes collective rebellion, often led by the oppressed, using acts of protest, civil disobedience, and sometimes violence to resist injustice and occupation. Interesting. Also, often led by the oppressed is so interesting.
It's an interesting addition, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an interesting addition. Seems like that's human. That's a human addition to this thing. Socialist intifada refers to the framing of the uprising not merely as a national liberation struggle, but as a class-based social revolution. Marxist and socialist movements view such an intifada as a mass movement of workers and a youth using class struggle methods. Send in the tsunami right now. Send in the tsunami and make people live off fish that they have to catch for just a month, and all this shit goes away. Just give me something.
Yeah.
Give me a small asteroid. Give me something. Give me something. Give me an alien invasion. Just give me something to fucking shake these kids by the collar and go, shut the fuck up.
Joe. All right. How the No Kings protests are manufactured to look organic is the title of the video. I don't feel like we've gotten there yet, so let's keep going.
Just shut the fuck up and live your life. You're not living your life, and you're fucking up everybody else's lives.
But, we also have to take responsibility for this. The adults, the people, the colleges, all those people need to take responsibility. So I went to a Palestine protest at UCLA last year in May time. And I thought it was run by the kids. There were a lot of adults there who weren't students at UCLA. And some of the kids, when they saw what I was doing, and I was doing interviews, they were like, he doesn't go to my college. He doesn't go to my college. He doesn't go to my college. That dude's in his early 50s. He's not on the faculty staff. What is he doing here?
Yeah, they're being paid. They're part of an NGO. They're part of something. They're part of something that's decided that this is a good idea to get these students to be engaged in these things. And it's funded. That's what's weird.
When I went we had protests, I'm sure you saw, which were about illegal immigration. people would protest outside of like illegal immigrant hotels where they're kept, and you had protesters and counter protesters. One thing I noticed is like all the pro-immigration protesters, they all have like professionally made signs. It's all organized. And
No misspellings.
no,
Nope.
and when you dig when you dig deep, it's organized by all these very well named organizations. You know,
Yeah.
Stand Up to Racism or whatever.
Yep.
And then you dig deeper, and it's the Revolutionary Socialist Workers' Party or whatever behind it.
And this is all the stuff that Mike Benz covered. A lot of that stuff's being funded by USAID.
Mm.
You know, Rep Paulina Luna, you know who she is?
You had her on recently,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. Fascinating. Just her telling me about the Book of Enoch and alien stuff. That's why I had her on. Like, she
Okay.
believes in angels. She had like a diagram of angels that she put up on her Twitter. I'm like, this lady might be nuts. This might be fun. But she posted something on her Twitter yesterday.
All right. I feel like they I just want to know your thoughts on this. Like, do you feel like there are paid participants that kind of guide these protests and show up and like ramp them up, and you know what I mean? Like, this is such an interesting, I don't know if I've ever thought about that. This is interesting. Like I said, I've not been involved in much protest or been, you know what I mean, to even have my eyes on that. So let me know your thoughts. I know some of you don't like Joe Rogan, and that is totally fine. I just appreciate the fact that he speaks to so many different people I would have never encountered. I like his willingness to like think about things, talk through things, you know, and he doesn't seem super judgmental on either side. He's just kind of like, this is what it is. So that's my take on it. Let me know yours, and go and have the day you deserve. Bye.